Welcome to the Marketing and Heart Podcast, a show for handmade sellers like yourself that's filled with tips and tricks to help you build a solid foundation for your business. I believe if you made it by hand that you should market it with heart. Now let's get on with the show. Well, hey there and welcome back. I'll be publishing new episodes every Thursday. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about 6 ways to stay motivated in your handmade business. As a handmade business owner, you know that it's not always easy to stay motivated. Business ebbs and flows, customers can be demanding, and it's all too easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day tasks of running your business. But staying motivated is essential if you want your business to succeed. Here are 6 ways to help you stay motivated. Number 1. Setting realistic goals for your handmade business. When it comes to staying motivated as a handmade seller, it's important to set realistic goals. This means taking the time to research how much time and effort goes into making your product, social media marketing, email marketing, ordering supplies, etc., and then setting a goal that is achievable within a certain time frame. For example, if you're a handmade jewelry seller, your goal may be to increase your product line by 50 pieces in the next 6 months. Or if you're a handmade soap maker, your goal may be to launch a new scent every month. Whatever your goal may be, make sure it's something you're passionate about that inspires and motivates you to keep going forward. If you take the time to track how long each of these necessary tasks takes you, you'd be amazed how it all adds up. I got a new computer the other day because my old one was so insanely slow. Guess how much time I got back in one day from packing orders? An hour and a half. That's insane, right? I'm so happy to be getting all that time back. I feel like a complete idiot to have not noticed all the time I've been missing out on over the last few years, little by little. I remembered being able to pack so many orders in a day, and I wondered what I was doing wrong. It was the damn computer. My point is this: pay attention for a day or two while you do your tasks, because I can almost guarantee you something, or a lot of somethings, are robbing you blind of your time and you probably don't even notice. Maybe you too have a ridiculously slow computer. Our time is so valuable, we can never get it back. So it doesn't matter if you're a new handmade business with time to spare, it's best to get systems in place right away so you can adapt and not have to find out the hard way a few years later that you've been doing it all wrong. If you can save even 1 second, it's worth making a change. Tip number 2, staying focused on what's important to you. When it comes to running your handmade business, there are so many things to focus on, from creating new products to researching the best products to make for your business, to staying up to date on the latest trends. Planning, designing, and scheduling social media and email marketing content, SEO, it never really ends, does it? It's overwhelming, to say the least. It can be so easy to get overwhelmed and scatterbrained with all of the tasks at hand and lose sight of what's important to you. But when you stay focused on only what's important, it will be easier to stay motivated and keep going forward. For example, if you're a handmade jewelry seller, focus on the creative process of designing new pieces rather than getting bogged down by the administrative tasks involved in running your business. Or if you're a handmade soap maker, focus on the different scents you want to create rather than spending hours on social media marketing. When you stay focused on your passion and what's important to you, it will be easier to stay motivated and move your handmade business forward. Tip 3, take time for yourself to reflect and recharge. In order to stay motivated, it's important to take some time for yourself, away from your handmade business. Don't lose your identity and neglect the rest of yourself in the name of your business. Take a step back every now and then. This can be anything from taking a walk in nature, reading a book, taking a yoga class, or just spending time with friends and family. Do something you used to do, but don't anymore because you're preoccupied with business. It's good for the soul. The point is that you need to take some time for yourself to recharge and reflect on what you've accomplished, and more importantly, on what you still want to accomplish. When you take some time for yourself, it will be easier to come up with new ideas and stay motivated to move your handmade business forward. This is essential in preventing burnout, something I myself used to experience at least once a year. If you feel burnout is around the corner, take that as a red flag that you need to back off quickly, or else face the consequences. Don't be like me and ignore the signs, only to be stuck in burnout for 2 years. Tip number 4, make sure you have a support system in place. Running a handmade business can be tough, especially when you're feeling down or unmotivated. That's why it's important to have a support system in place, whether that's friends, family, or a mastermind group, or all of the above. When you have people who understand what you're going through and are there to offer encouragement and support, it makes the journey a lot easier. For example, if you're feeling discouraged because your handmade business isn't doing as well as you'd hoped, your friends and family can offer words of encouragement and remind you that Rome wasn't built in a day. Or if you're feeling overwhelmed with all of the tasks at hand, your mastermind group can help you come up with a plan to stay organized and on track. When you have a support system in place, it will be easier to stay motivated and achieve your handmade business goals. I know a lot of handmade sellers don't have the support of their family and friends. If that's the case for you, don't worry. You can find support in online communities such as Etsy teams and Facebook groups. There are also many helpful books and articles out there on the topic of handmade business motivation. Shameless self-plug time, you are more than welcome to join my Handmade Biz community at marketingandheart.com. Just hover your mouse over the student login menu and click on community, and I cannot wait to see you there. Tip number 5, reward yourself. One way to stay motivated is to give yourself a little reward each time you complete a task or reach a goal. This could be anything from buying yourself a coffee after completing your weekly tasks, taking a weekend trip to the beach, after launching your new website, or treating yourself to a new piece of jewelry after reaching your monthly sales goal. When you have something to look forward to, it will be easier to stay motivated and push through any challenges that come your way. When we reward ourselves, our brain releases dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. So not only will you be furthering your handmade business goals, but you'll also be improving your overall mood. I personally always have a fun-size Reese's on hand. And tip number 6, practice self-compassion and forgiveness of yourself. When you're feeling down or unmotivated, it can be tough to be kind to yourself. But practicing self-compassion is essential in staying motivated and moving your handmade business forward. What is self-compassion? It's basically being kind and understanding to yourself in times of distress or failure. So instead of judging yourself harshly, you give yourself the same understanding and support that you would give a friend. When you're able to be kind and understanding to yourself, it will be easier to stay motivated and push through any challenges that come your way. Plus, self-compassion has been shown to have many benefits, such as increased happiness, reduced stress, and improved health. So the next time you're feeling down or unmotivated, try to practice self-compassion. Forgive yourself for your mistakes, be understanding of your difficult moments, and give yourself the encouragement and support you need to move forward. In closing, these 6 tips should help you stay motivated and focused as a handmade business owner or an Etsy seller. It's important to set realistic goals, focus on what's important to you, and take time for yourself so you can recharge and reflect. Make sure you have a supportive system in place and reward yourself for your hard work. Finally, practice self-compassion and forgive yourself when things don't go according to plan. I hope these tips will help you achieve your creative dreams while staying sane and happy along the way. And lastly, expect new episodes every Thursday. Thank you so much for listening. If you're looking for more ways to grow your handmade biz, why not head over to my website at www.marketingandheart.com. See you there!